Good evening, everyone. I hope you all are enjoying this evening. My name is Mukesh Dagar. I look after the pre-sales activities in Kaspersky for this region. And in today's session, I'll be covering Kaspersky's journey with respect to the solutions or the offerings which we have to protect our customers or to build their cyber defense center. But before that, I would like to have a quick chat with all of you. I have like 2-3 questions. How many of you are aware that Kaspersky is not just in IT cybersecurity, but we have a complete portfolio of OT cybersecurity as well? And I need full participation from all of you. Raise hands. Oh, that's sad. Okay, second question is, how many of you are aware that Kaspersky provides world's leading threat intelligence services to protect our customers? But I think there is no, hand raise. Okay. Well, it will make my job easy. Now to start with, I have this slide. You may be wondering why I'm showcasing you this picture. Well, this is just to give you a nostalgic feeling, just to take you to the old days, how our parents or maybe the grandparents used to secure their belongings or to secure their crown jewels, right? They may be having like different locks, maybe one at the door, one at the almirah, particularly Godrej almirah. They may be having one locker inside it. And within the locker also, there is a hidden pocket where they used to store their belongings, right? And if you count from entry to the locker, there may be having like 4 locks at least. So this is what layered security approach during those days. Now, if we move forward, if we compare the same thing into the physical world, or I would say the corporate world nowadays, if I have to get into my office, first the security guard would check me at the gate, and I should have access pass to enter into my office. Like multiple security checks are still there in the physical security, right? But in most of the cases, no tailgating is allowed. There's a mandate from the organization side also, right? But in most of the cases, we see tailgating happens. And what is the use of having those access card in place just to monitor who is going in and going out, right? But still, it happens. And once someone is there, once someone is inside your premise, you have no control what he is doing, right? Now, after that, digitalization happened. It emerged with a CCTV camera that was there to monitor these suspicious activities within a particular maybe premise or a building. And with that, there is a security officer who is monitoring those live feeds into the physical security room. Sometimes he is able to prevent those attacks, right? And sometimes he is only able to detect but may not be able to respond on the right time. If we use the same logic in our cyber world or the enterprise control, we have everything. Now, cyber security has emerged from, the basic computers to high-end computing, from servers to Kubernetes, your containers and all. And we have security solutions to protect each and every layer, literally each and every layer. And what is the reason behind putting all of those controls in place? Just to protect our data, just to protect our business data, business critical data, right? But the thing here is the digitalization is directly proportional to the attack surface. No matter what tools you are placing, it will going to increase your attack surface also. In the old times, we used to have hardware servers, and then the VMs came into the picture, virtual machines. Nowadays, We have public clouds where we are hosting our applications. SaaS-based applications are also there. Nowadays, we are talking about Kubernetes, containers, and all of that. Now, understand from a IT manager perspective or maybe IT team perspective, first they need to understand the new layer which has emerged. Then only they can talk about or maybe think about the security of that particular layer. So overall, every new security tool, every new asset into your environment is actually increasing the attack surface. And just to back my statement, this is a kind of report which we have extracted out from this Verizon Data Breach Investigation Report 2024, and then again Cost of Breach Report 2023, which says that in most of the attacks or most of the data breaches, system intrusion is the biggest contributor. And why is that? Because vulnerability exploitation is at the rise. And on the other side, if you look at social engineering is also at its peak to basically counter your users or maybe to compromise your users, right? So that they can have the first entry point into your environment. And the sad reality is to protect our environment for our customers, it is not an easy job. It takes almost 277 days for a security team to contain a full-fledged breach. Like 6 months, more than a 6 month. And it is a very, very huge time. Now to deal with this, Gartner came up with this SOC visibility triad, which talks about 3 technological layers. One is your SIM solution, which is a kind of analytics layer, which gives you the visibility as to what is going in your environment. It gives you the capability to detect, investigate, and respond to any attack. With that, every organization should have EDR solution in place, which works as a CCTV camera for your endpoints, which is recording every damn activity which you are doing on the endpoint side, and which is again feeding into the SIM solution. Third layer is network detection and response, which is monitoring the network activities, and then again it is sending that telemetry or metadata to your SIM solution. And the SIM is actually the epicenter of this whole journey, right? Now, let's talk about Threat-Informed Cyber Defense Center, which may be a new term for many of you, but it is a kind of, we can say, a new term, maybe a new journey for SOC. Now, I'm not here to tell you like what is SOC, what it should be all about, what should be there in the SOC, all those things, because you all are aware of it. But my point here is every organization should have a SOC, or I would say Cyber Defense Center. And most importantly, that Cyber Defense Center should be informed, threat informed. And the reason is, if I'm going to a battlefield and if I'm not aware about my enemy, I won't be able to do anything. The same case is there in the cyber world also. Whenever we are dealing with any cyber incident, if I'm aware about my enemy, what kind of TTPs he might be using, what could be their IOCs, what is the motive behind that particular attack, I would be able to take the informed decisions, right? And Cyber Defense Center is not just about implementing the technology. Technology is just one part of the Cyber Defense Center, the complete SOC strategy. And if we look at it, people mostly call out like 3 key pillars of the SOC journey. People, process, technology, which is there since ages. But I would like to give or maybe throw some light on business part of it and services part of it too. Because business is something for which we have this complete SOC, right? If we do not have any business to protect, what is the use of that SOC? And again, for the services part also, if I'm having the SOC, be it the captive SOC or maybe the hybrid SOC, there's a services part also there. And I've seen most of the organizations are actually outsourcing their critical tasks to the security vendors. And we are seeing a lot of traction in this particular space, where the organizations who are having the SOC in place are offloading the critical services like incident response, which Gaurav was talking about, dark web monitoring kind of stuff, which is not very easy to look for organization. Services like reverse malware engineering. So these are the services where we are getting so much traction. We're getting so many requirements from our customer sites also, and they're offloading these services to the security providers like us. Now, if we delve it down further about all of these 5 pillars, right from business to the services part, the very first one is business, because that is something which we have to protect, right? Now, whenever we are creating our SOC strategy, that is the very first thing which we have to look after, right? We really need to understand our business. We really need to understand our business statement, about the governance part of it, the privacy part of it. Again, second layer, people. This is the layer who is going to manage this complete SOC. So we need to understand the roles and responsibilities, how many people should be there in the complete SOC strategy, what should be their jobs, what should be their roles, duties, and all of that stuff. Third one is process, where you need to create the processes, how to handle such incidents, how to handle those day-to-day activities within the SOC also, which includes your SOC management, reporting, use cases management also. Technology part, we already discussed about it, like 3 layers, which are key components which should be there in the SOC. And services part, of course, security assessment, incident response services, threat intelligence. These are some of the services which, if you have the capacity of the people to manage all of these services, good. If you do not have in your environment, offload it to the security partner. And these are all the 5 pillars which we also cover as a part of our SOC consulting services. So we have a good experience in this particular space. We have consulted many nationwide SOC also, where we have deployed for countries like Africa. Now, talking about how our view, what is our view when looking at the complete SOC journey for our customers. So for us, from our side, there is 3 key pillars, which I will call out: equipped, informed, and reinforced. Equipped talk about equipping your security personnel with right set of tools placed at the right layer. Informed is mainly about getting informed about our enemy, what are their TTPs, right? All those things. Reinforced is something, if I'm in need, there is some extended hand which, if I'm in need, I can call out to them and they are there to help us, like incident response services, right? And if you look at it, in the center, I have Kaspersky SIM solution. The name of the solution is Kuma, and that is the epicenter of the complete threat defense center from Kaspersky side, which works as a centralized layer to give you the complete visibility of your IT assets, IT cybersecurity side, and not just for IT, but it can be integrated with your OT layer also. So this particular SIM solution is a complete SIM solution for your IT as well as your OT, and it can help you with your IT OT convergence journey also. And with that, of course, there are many security solutions which are offered by Kaspersky as a part of this particular layer, right from EDR, network detection and response, solutions like OT cybersecurity. We have protection for endpoints, protection for network. We have solutions for data diode. We have OT firewall as well. Other solutions like email gateway, web gateway. So all of these solutions are there, right? And all of those solutions can be integrated easily with the SIM solution. And not just that, it is open for everyone. Every security solution which is there on this planet can be integrated with this SIM solution. Now talking about the informed side of it, which mainly talk about the threat intelligence services offered by Kaspersky. Now the very first solution or very first service which is there is threat data feeds, which are a kind of data streams which can be integrated with your SIM solution. And this is the service which helps you to take the informed decisions whenever you are doing any kind of investigation, or maybe you are doing any kind of threat hunting within your SOC environment. And these are the services which can help you to take the strategic decisions also. Like I talked about, without understanding our enemy, we won't be able to understand or maybe strategize what should be the budget for the next year, how many people should be there in our SOC, all those things. So the services like APT intelligence reporting, where we provide the complete APT related activities into particular industry, into a particular region. We share the complete data about the TTPs, executive summary, and of course their related IOCs also, which can be easily ingested into your security solution. Not just the same, but other security solutions like IPS, firewalls at the gateway level. We have a service called DFI, which is Digital Footprint Intelligence, where we do dark web monitoring, brand protection, and of course the takedown services also. So Mr. Sanjay was talking about the risk exposure, right? So this is the same thing which I also want to convey. So these are the services which can help you to understand your risk, your external risk as well as your internal risk also. And based on that, you can take the strategic decisions, right? Other services like we have Cloud Sandbox, we have Attribution Engine, and attribution is something which I'm not sure if any security vendor is providing nowadays. So this is a solution if you have a small part of code, a small maybe file which you have identified during threat hunting and during your SOC operations. This solution can pinpoint who is the APT group behind that particular file. It may be possible that that file or maybe that part of code was created by accumulating multiple APT groups. We can even pinpoint which part of the code is written by which APT group. And if you want to protect your environment, these are the IOCs which you should implement in your environment, and you are good. And then services like Ask the Analyst, which is a kind of service where we are getting like so many requirements nowadays, which works as an extended hand to the SOC teams. In case the operations team, SOC operations team, or maybe the analyst is stuck somewhere, they want to understand maybe like something related to dark web exposure, maybe something related to if they have some file they want to do the malware reverse engineering. So these are the services which the customers like you can ask us, and we can work on that ad hoc basis. So this is mainly about the informed part, and then reinforce is also there, which mainly talk about some of the other services, expert services, which Gaurav was also mentioning while his conversation. Services like red teaming, services like adversary attack simulation, services like application security assessment, compromise assessment, and SOC consulting. And not just that, if you have your in-house SOC, we can also assess the maturity of that SOC. So those kind of services are also available from Kaspersky side. Now, other than that, we also understand that behind most of the incident, user is somehow like the maybe the initiator or maybe the first compromise into that environment. So we have awareness tools also, like phishing simulation we can do. We can do the training part also. We can help you to attain the compliances as well. Most importantly, we also provide expert level services for the SOC analyst or the security researchers which you are having in your SOC environment. Trainings like incident response, reverse malware engineering, hunt like Yara, and tabletop exercise. And these are all the services or maybe the trainings which are offered by our own security analyst. So we do not have trainers to guide those whomsoever is attended, enrolled for those training, but these are our own people who are day in day out working on the incidents, and they take out time to deliver those trainings. And the reason behind it, so that we can deliver you the very first hand experience, not just the theoretical part of it, but the real world examples which they are seeing day in day out into the SOC environment. And for the response part of it, services like MDR, we have managed detection and response, which works 24/7, 365 days. We have services like incident response, like two modes are there. One is emergency, which is something you can, if unfortunate thing happens in your environment, you can call directly to us in that particular scenario. And the other part is incident response retainer, which you can sign up maybe starting a year for 80 hours, 110 hours, or maybe more than that. Services like malware analysis, digital footprint, digital forensics. So this is a kind of complete portfolio which we have Cyber Threat Defense Center. Right. Other than that, we also have a tip platform, which I believe is the best practice to have in your environment if you have the SOC in place. This is how it works mainly. The solution can help you to concise the threat information which you are receiving from different sources and feeding that information into your SIM solution. The best part is that this solution can help to provide the context of any event, so that any event in your SIM solution should be threat informed. Now, other than that, we also have services like Kaspersky Threat Lookup, which can be integrated in your complete SOC center or your SIM solution. Like multiple modes are there, automatic and manual, and which is again help you to understand whatever we know about any suspicious file or maybe the IOC, we will provide you the complete information. Up to that level, if you come across any hash value, and if you put that in your threat lookup service, we can even provide you like first scene, last scene, related IP addresses, related URLs, like information about the APTs, and also this is a complete picture which the solution can provide you. And not just that, this solution can be fed into your incident card also. Through APIs, it can integrate with your SIM solution. Now this SIM solution has, of course, the native integration with our security solutions, where it can enforce the response actions. Also, it can be integrated with your third-party solutions for the response actions also. So this solution comes with predefined playbooks, and you can create your custom playbooks also. So these are out-of-the-box connectors, parsers which are available, and we can work on additional parsers or the connectors as and when required. So this was it from my end. If you have any questions, I'm right here, my team is right here, and we can discuss in detail also. Thank you very much.